everybody. Just getting set here. I'm going to do demonstrate a card that I've made using a sneak peek from the upcoming occasions catalog that will be released in January. But if you've purchased from me in the last year, you should be getting one coming to your mailbox by mid to late December, depending on, I guess, the mail with Christmas. So just give me a sec and I'll get started. All right. So hopefully you can see this. So this is the card that I'm going to show you. It's made using a suite called Butterfly Gala. And this, I just love this. It's actually a stamp set that has a whole bunch of different butterflies. And it's both the big butterfly. Let me see if I can show you. Maybe you can't see this. It's a big butterfly and a little butterfly all in one stamp set. And the really cool thing about this, it comes with a coordinating punch. So not only can you just stamp these together and either just stamp them in a color and leave them like that, simple stamping, or you can punch them out and use them. And that's what we're going to do today on this card. So that's the stamp set that comes with it in this suite. So the stamp and the punch come as well. I have used, it's called Gingham Gala, and it's coordinating, or I guess not so much coordinating, but gingham all in some really pretty colors. So balmy blue and lemon lime twist, grapefruit grove, highland heather, and daffodil delight. So very springy colors, perfect. And so on one side is the larger checks, and on the other side are the little checks. It's really pretty. Okay, so let's make the card. So what I did just to start is I used two 1-inch by 5 1/4 inch strips of the gingham paper. And then I've used Coastal Cabana as the card base, lemon lime twist as a piece. So this is 4 inches by 5 1/4. I think fits on the card base. And then we'll put this together in a minute, but these fit. Actually, I'm going to have to trim this slightly. Okay, so actually these strips they should be 1 inch by 5 inches, not 5 1/4. And the same with my white piece. Okay, so this actually is 3 inches by 5 inches. And I'm going to trim that in just a minute. Okay, so what I did first was on a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock, using Memento ink because we're going to color with blends. I've just stamped, somewhere I have a foam mat. It just works better when you stamp the photopolymer stamps on a mat, just to give you a little bit more cushion. So I'm just going to stamp this. Cover that up for a minute. Okay, and then we're going to color using the blends. Now I just pulled a selection of blends out, but what I did for the card is I colored in the light balmy blue to start with. And when I do blends, I tend to start with a light color, and I do small pieces at a time. So then I'm just going to take some of the Granny Apple. I think this is Granny Apple Green. Yep, it's the dark. And then I'll go back over this to blend that line. And then I'm going to go back in, and I'm now using the lighter of Bermuda Bay just to add in some blue. And again, go back over it just to blend those lines. And when it dries, you'll be able to see some of these colors a little bit more. So then I just go and do the second. Sorry, I've got upside down butterfly piece. Again, you can go in, and I'm not really following a pattern. I'm just adding some extra color in. And I'll go in and add some of the Bermuda Bay at the same time. And then go back with the balmy blue to blend those lines. Okay. All right. Carry on coloring. So just a reminder, it's not too late to get your order in on the online extravaganza. So you have until 11:59 Mountain, so 10:59 Pacific, to get your order in, and it's what's on special at the moment. 10% off are all of the inks. Hopefully there's still some left. So it's a great time to pick up any ink pads or re-inkers if you don't have those, as well as some of the tools. So the magnetic platform for the Big Shot was available, as are a number of, well, many of the framelets. So it's not too late to go in and get your order in. I actually stocked up on some of the re-inkers that I didn't have, as well as the dimensionals were part of the order, depending, as I said, there were some limits, so it's getting a little late, but it isn't too late to get your order in. So if you're looking for something, you can either go on and place your order online, or you can email me. As long as you email me in the next few hours, I can get your order in for you. So great time to stock up on some of the specials. All right, so there's the butterfly, the big butterfly done. I'm just going to quickly go and do the little butterfly. And I'm not going to add as much detail to the little butterfly because you won't see it as much, but we'll add a little bit of green, granny apple green. That's where you can hear these pins click. You want to make sure that you put the lids on quite tight, because being alcohol, they will dry out. So let's just blend that a little bit. Okay. Now for each of these, I'm going to open up my tuxedo. For each of these, there are, I guess, I don't know what that's called, the center of the butterfly. So I'm just going to stamp that before I punch it out. So in the middle. Not sure there's a right way and a wrong way to these, but, and the middle. Oh, that one went a little high. Oh well. Okay, so that's the butterflies. So then you can take the punch and you can punch these little butterflies out. There we go. Set that aside, set my punch aside. Okay, so on this, I'm going to just quickly grab my trimmer and trim the middle piece of this card to 5 inches. And also trim these 2 pieces of the gingham paper to 5 inches. And then we'll be set to start putting our card together. Okay. Side. Okay. So I'll take my card base. I'm just going to take the bone folder and finish the edge. Okay. So let's take our piece of I know I have snail here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so this is lemon lime twist, and I'm just going to take each of the pieces let's see, let's use the big piece, the big side, the large squares. We use the little squares, so I'm just gonna, oh, stuck to my fingers. So I'm gonna adhere a piece to each side. Even. Okay, and I just realized you may be seeing cord here. Apologies. I decided I needed to plug my cell phone in before I started to charge, and I forgot completely to unplug it. All right, so I'm going to just grab some dimensionals. New package here because I was run out earlier. Okay, so some dimensionals. Actually, before we do that, let's stamp. This stamp set's really nice. It has it's really nice fonts, but so thank you very much. A little note: the good things in life are better with you. Hello, beautiful, and you've been on my mind. So it's really nice sentiments and nice fonts for this one. So the front of this card, we're going to stamp. Man, everything, there it is. No matter how organized I think I am, everything seems to disappear when I go to do this live. Okay, so we're going to stamp a little note on the front, kind of up in the middle. And on the piece for the inside, we might as well stamp it at the same time. I'm just going to stamp in the middle, you've been on my mind. And the little butterflies, just for something in the card. Not going to color those. We're just going to leave those in black. Okay, so that's the front of the card. So we're going to use dimensionals to pop this up. You really only need one in each corner. See if I can get these off. Yep. All right. So we'll put this straight on the card, and we'll take, I'm just going to put one of the dimensionals, and I'm going to grab the little mini dimensionals because they're perfect for these little tiny pieces. Okay, and put one butterfly there, and one butterfly there. All right, so then we're going to take some, put this on the card front. And now if I can find my rhinestones. We're just going to take this amazing tool and put one big rhinestone on the big butterfly and a little rhinestone on the tiny little butterfly. Make sure that's on there. Okay. And then for the inside of the card, we've already stamped that, so we're just going to this into the front or into the center of the card. There. All right. So that's a quick and easy card. Didn't take long to do at all. A little bit of coloring. You don't have to do a lot of blending if you don't want to. You could just use, one color if you wanted to, or it would look even pretty if you just stamp the butterflies in maybe Coastal Cabana to go with the card. And if you wanted to pop it up a little bit, you could add some ribbon or even a little bit of twine behind it, just to give it a little bit more. But I was trying to focus on a fairly simple card to make, and to show off some of the new products from the new catalog. So remember, if you've placed an order with me through 2018, you will be getting your catalog in the mail. It's not too late to place an order so that you'll get your catalog. I will be mailing the main catalogs out, like I said, mid-December. The celebration, which also starts in January and goes through the end of March, those flyers or those brochures will come out as well in a separate mailing. So stay tuned. If you do not have your catalog by the end of December, but you're expecting it, and you expect that you should have received it because you placed an order, please email me and I will make sure you get your catalog. Make sure you save the date if you're in the Ladysmith area and can pop in for my open house. It will be January 5th, 2019. Wow, hard to believe. So mark that on your calendar. I'll have some samples and some make and takes and some prizes. And if you're able to drop by, that would be great. So thanks very much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing your comments and checking it online with you. Thanks for stopping by. Bye, everybody.